Thank you, Brian. Good morning, everybody. Rick Rowe. A little different community caravan. We're not actually visiting a community, although in some ways, yes, Querbes is a community. It's a community of people that have gotten together, played golf, tennis, swimming, now pickleball, but especially golf. Golf started here 100 years ago. Nathan, come over. That's an amazing thing. Originally, real quick, in fact, I'm going to go over to you. Come over this way, buddy. My bad. I've got you. No, come this way. There you go. Now, let's talk about how it started, what it was before it was Querbes.
So the Articles of Incorporation were formed in October 1924 as the Broadmoor Golf Club.
Okay.
And the first tournament ever played was in July 1925.
That's the 100 years.
100 years. So for 100 years, this golf course has been serving this community.
Okay.
It's a special park here.
It really is. Andrew Querbes started it?
No, so it was formed by a group of men who wanted there was only one golf course here in town at the time.
Oh, wow.
And so they wanted another one.
Okay.
It was the Broadmoor Golf Club for the first 20 years.
Oh, okay.
And then in the mid-1940s, the Querbes family helped out the golf course.
Okay.
And it was renamed the Querbes Park Golf Course.
Amazing. All right, now, the people in this room.
Oh, in this room, the stories they could tell. It's amazing.
It's legends.
Legends.
It's just, and they're just visiting because they grew up playing golf here. So they know each other by reputation, by relationships. They competed against each other. Go down the list. Obviously, Byron May's got his back to us.
We got Byron May here. We've got Craig Webb, who won the City Am in 1991.
Okay. Meredith
Meredith, she's a legend in this town.
Right.
Sitting to her
Meredith.
right, Johnson
Ramsey
won the City Am 50 years ago this year. This is the 50th anniversary. To his left, Eddie Lyons, 9-time city champion, a true amateur legend here in this town. Jeff Murphy, who finished runner-up to Johnson Ramsey 50 years ago.
Wow.
And then we have Hal Sutton, who everybody should know.
How many did he win here?
Hal never won the City Am, but he won the U.S. Am in 1980.
Okay.
And we know what Hal's gone on to do.
Amen. And then coming this way.
He played college golf out here with the secondary golf team. Patrick Blunt, our current defending city champion.
Oh, wow.
And then Brent Belton, who won in 1984. His dad was a golf pro here for over 20 years.
Wow.
In the 70s and 80s and early 90s. And so this whole room is full of legends.
Absolutely.
Champs. We call them all champs.
Amen. Amen. And what's the message we want to send? Because I was out here just the other day. The golf course is gorgeous. I mean, it really is. It's in good shape.
It's in the best shape it's ever been.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
So come and play. Come and see
Come and play. You're going to connect with somebody you know. It's amazing.
Yes.
If you come out here, you're going to find somebody you know sitting on the patio having lunch, having a drink in the restaurant, hitting putts on the putting green, and you connect.
Absolutely. I was out here the other day, and again, folks, I'm being honest with you, I'm not a golfer. I did play a lot of tennis here, and now I'm playing some pickleball. But I connected with somebody on the golf course that I hadn't seen in 30 years.
And that's what it's like every day I'm out here. Two people are connected and they haven't seen each other 20, 30, sometimes 40 years.
It's amazing. Again, folks, and it's a beautiful course. It was the very first one in Shreveport, and we're in the presence of greatness this morning. The 100th year anniversary of Querbes. It is beautiful. Come see it. Thank you, Brother Brian. Rick Rowe, it's a beautiful morning. Folks, goodness gracious, I wish you could see this golf course as I saw it just the other day. Querbes, there has been a renaissance, a renovation out here, an improvement that you've got to see to believe. And this is part of it. This is the back porch of the clubhouse here, built about 15, 16 years ago. Wasn't here when you came as a young man, Byron May, right? No, back in the 70s, what was this?
It's quite different.
So you've seen the changes.
This was here. It just didn't look like this.
Right.
It's where all the bets were figured. It was right in here. So
let me take you back to a young man playing here. You worked here for a couple of years, obviously played here a lot. What are some of your earliest memories?
Well, I played junior PGA tournaments out here, too, before that. So those are my earliest memories. Right. We had some great tournaments out here.
There were regular games.
Well, they were tournaments. They were junior PGA. It was like a circuit that the juniors got to play. We played at a lot of different country clubs, and Querbes was on the list. So we played here as well. So every weekend we'd have a tournament in the summer. And this was one of the tournaments that have.
And one of the guys you played with frequently was this guy, Eddie Lyons, the champion in terms of numbers of city championships. Nobody could touch you at 9. Give me a memory of you and Querbes.
When I was about 10 years old, Shelby Houston and I, a longtime friend of mine that recently passed, we would come out and go to the junior clinic, and Ned White and Sam Glover, I believe, who had a big old rim hat, would stand out there in the heat and show us, how to hold it, how to swing, and try to get people to not hit each other with the clubs. But it was that's how I got started.
Amen. Meredith, you go back to the 90s, I'm guessing, here?
Yeah, 80s and 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up here. My granddad, Ori Marsalis, was kind of my teacher. And
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, there
right
he is,
there,
yep.
Standing
He,
next to Hal.
And it's funny because every time I'm out here, somebody comes up to me almost every time and says, I remember you and your granddad standing out on that putting green or out on that range for hours and hours and hours. And I just, everything reminds me of him out here. And, I miss him. And every time I come out here, I think of some life lesson, probably life lesson more than golf lesson that he probably taught me out here. And we played these holes over and over and over and over and over and over again. So.
Yeah, you won 3 amateurs same year, right? I don't know.
I won the U.S. Amateur, the Women's North and South, and the Women's Western in the same summer.
In the same summer, which has not been done very often, right? No. Maybe never.
Probably never, yeah.
All right, that's Meredith Duncan, obviously Byron May, Eddie Lyons, and there's some more. We got Hal coming up in our next segment. But all of you would say this, that this place is beautiful. I've been told probably maybe in the best shape of its life. Yeah. And worth coming to see. If you haven't been out to Querbes, folks, in a while, you need to come and visit. And guess what? You don't have to play golf. I'm not a golfer. I play tennis, I play pickleball, or I like to eat. I'm told the food out here is mighty good. Some people, Nathan, come out just to enjoy the food and the scenery. Just to be out here. Because, yeah. Anyway, come see it. There is a new Querbes. It's celebrating 100 years. And it is worth a visit. Buddy, you're right. In fact, this is just a real treat for me. I grew up here my whole life, didn't play golf, but I knew who these guys were. They were legends and heroes. Certainly, if you're a golfer, these guys were heroes. So this is a treat to be in the presence of so many amazing golfers in Shreveport-Bossier. Per capita, we probably have produced as many great golfers as any community even bigger than we are, right? And this is one of the great ones right here, Hal Sutton. You started out at Querbes, we're going back to the early 70s, mid-70s, 74, 75.
That's right.
Okay.
Played here quite a few times, Huntington Park and here.
Okay. Centenary golf team, spent a lot of time out here.
High school golf, college golf, I was here at Querbes.
So what does this place mean to you?
Well, it's historical to me. Barbara Fay was here, Ned's daughter, and she said to my dad one time, she said, has Hal ever had a lesson? And he said, no. She said, you need to take him to see Harvey Pinnock. So I went to see Harvey Pinnock when I was 17 years old because of Barbara Fay Body right here at Querbes. Yeah.
Hadn't been here in a while. Impressed with what you're seeing, this renaissance of this place.
Great. What they've done here is great.
Yes.
Nathan does an incredible job here.
Yes.
I'm always watching Facebook and everywhere else, what's going on at Querbes.
Amen. Amen. Johnson, you won one city championship here, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
1975.
Memories. Let's go back. 75, 74, you and Hal, would you guys ever play together? I assume you did.
We played together, but really not competitive. He's too young for me.
Okay. Memories of Querbes.
Well, memories of Querbes, we call it Querbes Park because I had my first competitive swim meet here. I played competitive tennis here,
Yes.
played golf here under Mr. Ned White,
Yes.
and it was just where I got to come to town, spend all day long, and do what I wanted to do.
That was the back in the days. Mom and Dad would just drop you off. They felt that.
Come back, pick
They
you
felt that good about it. Brett, you remember you and your dad competed out here.
Well, actually, my dad was a pro here for 20 years. Wow. This is where I grew up. So driving in here today was quite emotional for me, just because it had been so long. It brought back so many great memories. The Bees was the home for me for many years.
Amen.
And my dad is a special. He's still with us, and he's a special man. And I thank him for all that he's done for me and for others. And, but I love the Bees, and look at these guys. I mean,
I
it's
agree.
just awesome.
I agree. And again, I didn't take up golf. I was a tennis guy. Now I'm playing pickleball. But goodness gracious, I knew these names. They were legendary, have been legendary. It's amazing to be in your presence. I got to be honest with you, because I've heard of every single one of you, knows a lot of your stories. And that's the cool thing about Querbes. There's a history here that no place can touch. There aren't many businesses that last 100 years. You need to come out. I was out here just the other day taking some video. I was so impressed with the improvements that are here. And you don't even have to play golf. You can just come here and eat and visit and hang out and maybe catch a glimpse of one of the legends on the course. Querbes celebrating 100 years. Good morning, everybody. Rick Rowe. There it is. You're looking at a 100-year-old golf course celebrating 100 years. We're talking about Querbes early in the morning, dawn just kind of breaking through the eastern sky. But let's pan over to this amazing assemblage of legends, golfing legends, some of the best golfers, in some cases in the country, maybe the world, right here, certainly some of the best golfers in Shreveport-Bossier. They're all gathered here celebrating the 100th anniversary of Querbes. Hal Sutton, all right, brother, you started here as a young man in the early 70s, mid-70s. What are your memories of Querbes?
Many. I wouldn't even know where to start, 9-hole high school golf matches. Just
playing with these guys.
Playing with these guys. Just a lot of history here. I learned a lot about golf right here at Querbes.
Yes. You spent a lot of time with your father here. Yes. He was a pro. You spent a lot of time, won a city championship, I think, Brett?
I did, yeah. So did he. He won in 74. I won in 84.
You drove up this morning and got all nostalgic on me.
Oh, absolutely. Got tears in my eyes because of the transformation that's happened here and just all the memories. I grew up here. Yes. Had a lot of success in junior golf here. Yes. So those memories come back to you. Right. But I think what has always made Querbes is the people. The relationships that we garner through golf, and at this historic place is what makes it so great.
Oh boy, that's beautiful. Eddie Lyons, 9-time city champion. What does this place mean to you, Eddie?
Well, it means a lot. This is where I started. This is where my whole youth golf was, and it's been really a blessing to be a part of this for the last 62 years.
62 years. Johnson Ramsey, you go back 62 years, probably further back than that, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What does this place mean to you?
It's where we grew up and learned how to behave on a golf course. Not just play, but behave. Yes. It's a gentleman's game. Right. It's still a gentleman's game, and there aren't many left out there.
Amen. I've only got 30 seconds. I don't have time, but again, there's some great ones back there. If you go to Facebook, you can visit. You'll see that we visited with all of them. But this has been a real treat for me, I'll tell you. I didn't grow up playing golf. I did some tennis at Querbes, and now I play a little pickleball. But goodness gracious, just to be in the presence of this, and this gives you an idea of how important a place this is, that Querbes is. And by the way, there's been a renaissance out here, folks. If you haven't been here lately, you need to come and see it. Hal, you were impressed. All of you guys that have not been here in a while have been super impressed with the changes that you're seeing out here. They've got record numbers, and even if you don't play golf, you can come here and enjoy a great hamburger and a beautiful scene to enjoy your food. And one of the most beautiful places in Shreveport-Bossier. Again, it is a treasure. Celebrating 100 years, Querbes Golf Course.
So impressive, an impressive place, and it's made because of impressive people like that. And it's not every day, Rick, that you get to talk to somebody who just happened to beat Tiger Woods on a golf course before. But again, so many smiling faces. Good to see everybody out this morning. Can't wait to talk more with you later in KTBS 3 Community Caravan. Hey, we like Querbes so much, we're just going to hang out all week there. And we're going to be wrapping things up Thursday as we have lunch right there at Querbes Grill.